We've got the Super Bowl, Bad Bunny, the Grammys, Phillip McKnights drama. We've lost a few great, fabulous musicians in this last few bits, and Beatles mania, get ready, and much, much more. So stay tuned. Here's the news coming at you hard and fast right now. We're taking it into the lead story. The Super Bowl just wrapped up. We're not talking about the game. We don't know anything about sports. We're talking about Bad Bunny and one of the bigger Super Bowls. We don't know anything about sports. I tried to root for the Patriots, but it was a hard root job. And I don't care. I'm a Bears fan, so let's get that out of the way. We had 135 million viewers this time, and it was one of the bigger productions we've ever seen as far as on a Super Bowl. Kendrick Lamar's last year was pretty intense. This one, they went over the top. This was almost a cinematic Wes Anderson a la film, live music hybrid that happened. But we want to talk about a little bit, why was Bad Bunny chosen in the minds of us few stupid casino guitarist folks? Sean, give us your news.
Because he's probably, you say Taylor Swift's the biggest artist worldwide. He's probably right there at number 2. It's like neck and neck. Everywhere else in the world, Bad Bunny's like a megastar. And then on top of that, too, I mean, Puerto Rico is a part of the U.S.
Yes, he is. He is a huge star, obviously.
Yeah.
And I didn't know any of his songs. Like, I don't know any of them still, but I have been doing this since the Super Bowl. That beat is like, I was playing like Buena Vista Social Club yesterday in the shop. I'm like, yeah, I can dance. But no, there's something contagious about it. It is one of the biggest stars. We forget how big the world is. I see it as a business move, obviously, on the NFL's part, too. They're wanting to expand football, expand. Johnny, thoughts on that?
I think that's all it is. They're just like, oh, we need an international market. That's the only way to grow forever. Every year, forever. Everything must grow and get bigger. So, you know.
I think we were having a talk on that even before, like subconsciously, like all of us, before the cameras were on, like, can everything just be cool for a minute? Do we have to ever grow further, conquer Warhammer 40K always? No. Always growth forward. Now, I enjoyed the whole storytelling of it. I thought, because I'm a big fan of, I still watch, don't make fun of me for it, I still watch the Academy Awards every year. I know, it's horrible. It's hard for me to watch it too, because I haven't watched 90% of the movies. But I love that it was like telling, like, how it started with sort of a preset film shot, then it goes into the live performance, and then even halfway through it, about 6-minute mark, he drops down through the house, another preset film part happens, and then you come back to live performance. And it's sort of telling the story from the hurricanes to everything. Like, it was neat. It was like, oh, what's happening? And I thought I saw Pedro Pascal at one moment, and I was like, I did see Pedro Pascal at one moment.
It was awesome.
And seeing The Mandalorian in the Super Bowl was pretty dope for me. Lady Gaga did a great job. Ricky Martin was the standout to me in a strange way, because how good does that dude look still?
Looks great.
I think he's 58.
La Vida Loca.
I mean,
yeah, but and I think he was giving hats off to Bad Bunny for, like, hey, you got to do this as you. I was sort of like a pop star creation of the 90s, like doing whatever I was sort of told to. This was dope that you got to be like the artist you are. So it was cool there. Love it or hate it. If you didn't understand it, like I didn't understand a word of it, I still enjoyed the rhythm, and I enjoyed the theatrics of it. Now we had an alternative show going on at the same time. What was it called? All American Halftime?
I think so, yeah.
Show. I'm sorry, I have it here written for me. I'm trying to stay focused. That was it was led by Kid Rock, and who were the other artists, Johnny?
God, it was Lee Brice. It was man, I could have told you this. It was Lee Brice. It was the guy who wrote Dirt Road Anthem, and some chick who sings It's one of the good ones.
No, but she was actually really good too.
She was. My wife likes her.
And so that had 6 million viewers happening at the same time, which is...
Actually, it was 6.1.
Yeah, 6.1.
And then there were 3.5 million on the other channel.
Okay.
It was on 2 channels. And I think that was the highest U.S. stream. It broke a record.
And I will say, before I start dissing on Kid Rock a little bit, because I love Kid Rock, it's a spoiler alert, I do. But for the percentages of what they're offering, like they have, the Super Bowl has billions in ad revenue being produced. They've been doing this for, what Super Bowl was this?
Was this
60?
Yeah.
Or something like that. So they've been doing it for 60 years. They have a built-in machine to do it. So they're going to get a lot more views, obviously. So hats off to them for getting as many views as they did. Now let's talk about Kid Rock for a minute. I was so excited.
The lip syncing was a little rough.
Why were you lip syncing? Why were you lip syncing?
Yeah.
Oh, Sean, it kind of hurt me a little bit.
I thought it was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
I watched somebody react to the whole thing. It was a wonderful showing. 35 minutes of glorious music happening.
Okay, right. What you just said right there, 35 minutes too. Like, why was it 35 minutes? Isn't the halftime show 13 minutes or 12 and a half minutes? What?
Yeah.
It's like,
But they got to
some
fit in
change.
all the things that he wanted to do. He just wants to catch his fish. He just wants to drive his truck. He just wants to drink his beer.
I was watching it and I was like, God, this feels long. Is the game back going? So I did it the way where we paused the game so you could watch that, because I was like, I want to see Bad Bunny. I want to see it in the thing. I didn't want to watch it on YouTube later.
Right.
Yeah.
So I want to see it. Don't mind the cat. And it was a little long, obviously.
Sure. Yeah.
There's some sound issues. It was a little abrasive. I think it's cool that they were doing it. Like, I like that was an alternative for people that didn't want to watch Bad Bunny for some reason. But I look at it not as that, as I like having their more alternative, free for us entertainment. We're getting to see entertainment, and Kid Rock was entertaining in a way I wasn't expecting. I want to see Bow to the Bow in all of its glory, with you singing it, pal. And I didn't know your real name either. It was confused me. There might be technical reasons why they couldn't do that, but I feel like you could have.
That was the only lip singing portion of it.
Right?
It seemed like, right?
Because the girl was singing.
I think the
fellas
girl
were
was singing. I think the guys were singing.
Or maybe they were just
Brantley
better
Gilbert,
at
that's the guy's
sport.
name, by the way. I couldn't think of it. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that. And then he obviously sang his last song.
Yeah, I didn't know that was Kid Rock. That's how bad I am. I'm sorry. I was like, who's this guy? They said his name. I was like, oh, it's a different artist. So it was. I was ready to get to the other Super Bowl thing too, to watch that. And it was fun. Like, hey, if you're a Seahawks fan, congratulations. I know. I'm still a Bears fan. They were so close to making it to the bowl this year. So close.
Right on the edge.
But no cigar. So it's Yeah. So are you going to watch the Super Bowl in the future, Johnny? What's your thoughts?
No.
Are you kind of done with it?
I didn't watch the Super Bowl this year. And you know
didn't
my
watch
giant takeaway was I cared less than I thought. So
I know.
I didn't have a way to watch it because I didn't have the right streaming thing and I have no cable. So I didn't watch it.
Well, none of us have cable.
I didn't,
really.
and I didn't have Peacock or Hulu Live or YouTube TV.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I did not watch the Super Bowl. I did tune into the other thing just because it was free.
Are you? Yeah, I was shocked that was free.
Yeah.
I know. Are you going to watch Super Bowl next year, Sean?
Yeah, I think I will. I think last year's was an artist that hit me and struck me in a really cool way. It's like the first artist that I've beloved that I got to see like conquer and rise to the situation and actually like own it. And this year I thought it was really good too. I think the overall message of kind of like the love defeating hate thing, and I'm sure there'll be people out there who want to shit talking in the comments, but that's why you got your alternative Super Bowl, Just
Well,
like
no,
your-
I agree with what you said, because I was expecting like a lot more politicization. I can't even speak tonight. There's a lot more, and it was a good, fun show, and just the right amount of what he wanted to put in there. And it was cool. There's a balance of entertainment and saying your thing, and Lady Gaga was great too. So it was cool. I didn't know that was her at first. That looks just like Lady Gaga, but the message was really positive.
Yeah. Well, it
was
kind of
cool.
made me, for the first time in 28 years, feel like I could believe in the American dream. So
Cool.
he's living it, I think. I think he's living the actual
Beyond,
American dream.
crushing it.
Yeah.
So let's jump on. Let's jump on to another one where Bad Bunny's there again, the Grammys. He just won Album of the Year as well, which is also a tie-in to why he was perhaps doing the Super Bowl.
For sure.
Not as many folks tuned in this year to the Grammys. The Grammys is losing viewers faster than the Titanic was losing passengers.
You know what I care about less than the Super Bowl?
The Grammys.
The Grammys. And by the way, I will watch the Super Bowl performances going forward. I'll just watch them for free on YouTube.
I will watch. I will watch the Super Bowl because I enjoyed watching the sport. Let's just come here. You're
Like if
walking
the
around, let's
Steelers
dance.
are in the Super Bowl, I'll probably watch. Otherwise, I just don't think. I was like, eh.
No, it's yeah. I like watching sports, and watching sports with my kids was really fun. I didn't realize how much William really enjoyed watching football, which was awesome. Back to the Grammys. Why I watch the Grammys at all is for the performances, and I got to say, I think Sean and I agree on who the best performance was. Who do you think it was?
Somber.
No, Justin Bieber.
Oh, yeah.
Bieber was the man.
In his drawers.
At first, his drawers and his socks.
Beaver in his drawers.
No,
Yeah.
there was something really cool, right? Did you enjoy that performance?
I did. It's an odd thing, right? Because knowing that, we had the McGee fever kind of happen in the last 2 years, and he helped to kind of produce and play on some of those songs. I feel like Justin Bieber coming out and doing that, it kind of would have been cooler if there was maybe a little more of a production aspect to it, and they would have brought out McGee.
I mean, maybe I think that's
like
why
that.
I liked it though, because the rest of it was so
stripped
production
down.
heavy.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my God, this show. Like I love it. They had Lauryn Hill and the Fugees came back out, which was crazy. Bruno Mars and Rose came out and did an event. I mean, Lady Gaga, of course, wows everyone with her caged hat with the red thing sticking out. You know, she wasn't wearing a meat suit, but it's really fun to see that. It was seeing the old school like the Fugees though popping back. That was kind of like jumping back to the Super Bowl. Like remember Snoop Dogg and all that. It had that sort of energy and seeing that. Like that's a way to pull that 90s fever back in a bit. So it was cool. So I enjoyed it. So
I kind of dislike that the Grammys does the alternative for the rock thing. Like that, I think having this much separation between everything doesn't really help. I wish that they would maybe, like you don't have to have every single topic in the rock category or any of that. I think it should be like best hip hop album, best rock album, best alternative album, best country album. All that should happen in
That
one
sort of
place.
used to be the magic of
Yes.
it. It seems like a little bit, right? And
Everybody-
we've gotten away from that a bit.
Yes.
And I think it's all lesser.
Yes, we're like kind of
Unfortunately.
separating this stuff. That rock will happen in a whole different building. I'm like,
Well, I feel like you used to get the collaborations between genres.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'm talking years past, and that
like
was awesome.
Run
Things you'd
DMC and
never see.
Aerosmith.
Yeah,
the
that's
greatest
amazing,
collaboration
you know?
in history to this day.
It probably is.
I mean, it is one of the best.
You know,
Like, oh my God, these two are like, look at like that awesome rap band and those ladies jamming out in the rock and roll world.
yeah.
I mean, I was so confused as a kid when I saw it. That's probably the first time I saw Steven Tyler.
Yeah.
You know, like
Probably.
on like I'd heard Aerosmith, but I didn't know what they looked like. When I saw like him bust through the wall or they Run DMC,
That was
like,
awesome.
It was amazing. Rock this way.
Yeah. I feel like we're missing that.
No, Sean, great point. I think that is one of the best
for
points and
sure.
takeaways from the Grammys. It's tricky because the rock and roll audience and sales are down across the board for some folks, but I mean, rock and roll is still crushing pretty hard. You gotta keep music alive there and bring rock and roll back to the Grammys, and maybe people will watch again. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. You've just found the perfect person to marry and settle down with. It's time to set your stake and make a home of your own. You're gonna have your kids there, raise your family, have joys, trials and tribulations, and many memories will come true in this home of yours. But you might not have the money to set down that stake yet, and that's where we come in, Bank. We're here to help. We'll loan you the money right now so that house can be yours after 30 years.
Hello, I am also with Bank, and let me present to you the brilliant idea of a reverse mortgage. Let me pay you for your home. See, you're the bank now. The dream of ownership just got in the way. Think about your kids. They're not that special. You turned all of their bedrooms into workout rooms, special activity areas, or special dungeons for fun time. Let us show you the way with reverse mortgage. And don't forget, we are Bank.
Coming back at you hard here now. Woof, that was important. Thanks for staying tuned for that. Now, Phillip McKnight has been in the internet news for a little bit, and we're big fans of his channel. Jonathan,
waves.
tell us the waves that he is surfing, what's been going on.
Well, Phillip McKnight, he knows his gear. We do enjoy Phillip McKnight, and he's been very kind to us. But Belltone Guitars apparently was not very kind to him. They sent this man a letter from a lawyer threatening to sue over the return of a guitar that was given to him, not given to him, sent to him for a video.
Now, can I pause before you
Yes.
get into that? We have also received letters from legal teams from other places in the guitar universe, and it's not a pleasant thing to get. So before going further into it, I understand why Sir McKnight would want to do that a little bit, you know, and put a video, because it's an upsetting feeling, but we'll get into like some of the ramifications later. Go.
So apparently he had this guitar, and it's not super clear exactly when the video was supposed to come out. It almost sounds like Phillip McKnight made the video and then decided not to release it. I don't know why. I could speculate. We could speculate.
Or he just hadn't gotten to it. Like we have a line of guitars
well,
sometimes that we don't get to.
I'm just going by some of the things he sort of said in his video, but it also was over December and January, and we all know that's sort of the dead time, and there's holidays and there's crazy stuff happening. So anyways, the guys from Belltone, sounds like they sort of panicked. I don't know how much they really couldn't get in touch with Phillip McKnight. Again, it's Christmas, so he's probably not checking all his emails and messages maybe in the same way. So sounds like they sort of overreacted. They sent this letter. it did also sound like maybe they had been burned a little bit by the social media influencers. But I think, despite all those details, two takeaways. Phillip McKnight was super gracious once they sort of apologized and said, "Hey, man, I understand." He's made a statement that I thought we could all probably use. He says, "I've also made mistakes, and you guys, some of you will never know how hard it is to come out and say, 'Hey, I screwed up, and sorry about that.'" Now, the fans were not so happy with that. They don't seem to think, for the most part, if you read the comments.
Well, these are the fans of Phillip McKnight.
The fans of Phillip McKnight kind of seem to say, "Too little, too late. You made a mistake. One mistake is more than you're allotted, and now your business must end." And I find that a little sad.
That's what we want to get into a little bit too at the end of this, because their mistakes were made. The legal team was stupid, or the person in the legal.
And now listen, it was stupid because it seems like almost all the Belton guitars that have been sold so far, a large percentage has been driven by
And those videos have been pulled off of Mr. McKnight's channel now, right?
I'm not sure if they are. I know he left up the top video, the initial video where he was telling about the letter, and then I think he pulled one down after that. But
which I understand, but let's go back to like the nature of online, and it's like the kindness of it. Like even if you are a fan of one particular YouTube channel and not a fan of this one, there's no need to like purposely destroy someone's business or their other channel. I think
I mean, if you really believe that they're doing a malevolent, horrible thing.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. And I'm just not sure. I think this was a panic. It was a gross overreaction. So I get all those things. So I don't know. It does turn me off. But the sort of like, let's just go in the comments and destroy these people. Yeah, I'm not sure.
No, it's Sean, what do you think? Any thoughts on this?
Live in the age of witch hunts. And that's what they're doing. They go, they're going to throw them and burn them at the stake, and nobody thinks twice about it. And I think it's a really big problem across the board, but I also think, too, that jumping immediately to legal action is never the best course of action. So is it deserved? I don't think this much, but I do think that people may be stepping back and saying, hey, let's not go immediately run to our lawyer and send out a legal threat.
1,000%.
That's my take.
I agree. I just like, we've been trying this really hard here too, and like we love doing it. Just try to be as positive as you can out there, even with the things that seem a little sour. You can feel it. Like you can feel it turning when you do that a little bit. It's nice. So
I will say the saving grace might be that people have short attention spans. There are some crazy stories that I won't mention by name of people who have messed up and are now running successful businesses that I would have never imagined. So it's possible that in 4 or 5 months, well, other than us, in 4 or 5 months, people might forget. Belton might be doing just fine. Who knows?
And this might be a boon. Sometimes any press is good press.
Sometimes.
Say, if you lean into it, you can make it your own thing.
Hopefully a lesson learned.
The bad boys of rock and roll, Belton.
But good on Phillip McKnight for making the video he did and then being super gracious. So
it's quick little side note. Let's talk about those we've lost in the past few weeks too, because we've had a little break from the news. So let's start with Brad Arnold of Three Doors Down. Passed away at 47 years old.
Man,
that's shocking to me. That one sort of caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that, and I didn't realize he was having a battle with cancer.
yeah, I think he'd been struggling for a while.
It's yeah, that was like, I remember Kryptonite was like an anthem when I was a kid. You know, I was like,
I remember when all that stuff came out. There was not a ton of like great new guitar music on like pop radio at the time, so it was it was a thing.
Another one of this sort of same genre, Greg Brown from Cake, one of the leading co-founders there and the guitar player. I would say some of the most iconic 90s guitar riffs. You know, their cover of I Will Survive is one of the best covers ever done.
Kind of amazing.
And yeah, Going the Distance is the hit, obviously.
I won tickets to a Cake show from 96 Wave in Charleston in the early 2000s, and it was a ton of fun.
Yes. Now, this last gentleman who's gone on to the heavenly castles above is one that Sean and I are particularly sad about, young Fred Smith at 77 from the band Television, one of our favorite bands and pivotal punk, nouveau rock art bands of the New York CBGB scene, has gone on and passed away. Love to your family. We think Television is one of the great American rock bands.
Yep.
What's your love of Television? Pretty intense?
Yeah, it's funny. That had happened last week, and then I was sitting there on Sunday, I guess. Yeah, I woke up Sunday. For whatever reason, I was like, you know what, I want to play a bunch of television songs. So I sat down and I was going through listening to the record. And on Apple Music at the bottom, it tells you when it was released. And it was released on that same day, 49 years ago. And I was like, that's something special to me. But I think that there's a lot of great records out there. Some records I think have an impact that's maybe greater than they're ever, spoken of until somebody passes away, like Tom Verlaine and
greater than their
Fred.
commercial success even too.
Yeah.
Like, that's like all musicians know. Like Marquee Moon is like one of the great records of rock and roll, and it's almost like I want to say it's like alchemy. Not the record. That's a great record too. That's different, but it's how that record came together, how the people that made it, the production, the engineers. I obviously have a serious connection with Richard Lloyd and just love what they've done. And Tom passed a few years ago too.
Yeah.
And so there's half of television is gone now. So if you want to hear television or any of that music, you got to check out some Richard Lloyd.
Yeah. I was gonna say he's on tour still.
Yes,
he's
still
playing
touring
places
still
everywhere.
And if we can ever find our footage, we have some hidden away, vaulted somewhere. We're gonna try to get it out someday. But hats off there. We'll be right back. Sorry for the interruption.
Sean's got something to say.
Hey, we're giving away this guitar. All you need to do is like a video, go and comment, make sure you're subscribed, and know this: the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have. So get out there and do it. 75,000 is closing in soon, and you're gonna miss your opportunity. 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 You're gonna miss your opportunity.
We are back. Make sure you do that thing that just happened on the screen. Do it. As long as it's not like a weird thing. We think we know what they put on the commercial spot, but you never know. It's scary sometimes. You gotta watch what JP's gonna do to us. So, new pedals, new toys on the market. Sean, what happened?
JHS released the Morning Glory Overdrive Clean Edition, which the Morning Glory, if you don't know, is a huge drive pedal as it is. A lot of people have kind of jumped ship from other ones to go to that. It's a great one to mix in with others, but they released this clean version as it's supposed to be more transparent than the original, right? And it's got a clean blend.
Even more transparent.
I was gonna say, it's almost see-through, almost translucent, one might say. But yeah,
That's cool.
it's cool.
That's cool. It's
The
neat.
clean pedal end is kind of cool. There's lots of cool pedals that have done that in the past, like the Sparkle Drive and the Pork Loin by Way Huge. I've got a Petty Drive version 3 that's got one side with the clean blend. Really cool concept. I think it's the Morning Glory has become like sort of the transparent overdrive thing. If you like a blues breaker, so the fact that they're still sort of doing that and releasing new.
So who is this pedal for then? What is?
Everyone, Baxter.
Bass players, guitar players.
No, but what kind of music? Like, does it do everything? Kind of? Is that the deal?
It's almost like if you are the kind of guy who you have your amp is sort of sterile and your pedal platform, and you just want to liven it up a little bit and have a bass sound that's a pedal that's always on. There's probably not many better choices than this. I know.
So this is
hurts
not a
your
tube
heart.
screamer.
No, this is not a tube
Okay.
screamer.
It's more like a Klon.
It's more like a blues breaker.
Okay.
If we're being
Just
technical.
for the pedal novices like myself out there, it's just nice to hear like how you use this pedal.
What do you do?
So if you want something that's just a little more push and not so much gain, grit, dirt, added to the signal, that's what this is for.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds cool. Maybe we'll check one out. I like this idea. Now we're gonna wrap it up soon here, but let's wrap it up with a little bit of Beatles fun here. The Beatles biopic is underway, and it's been cast right now. You have Harris Dickinson as John Lennon, Paul Mescal as Paul McCartney, Joseph Quinn as George Harrison, and my personal favorite, Barry. How do you say his last name? Keoghan. I do love him. I love all the movies he's in, and he's in the finale Peaky Blinders movie coming to Netflix soon as the best Beatle, the only Beatle, Ringo Starr.
He's my only favorite casting. I think everybody else was casted a little poorly.
Well, you're saying this again, like because of how they look, right?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, because
Yeah.
that's what everyone's like. I
know
want them
they
to look
gotta
more.
act, but
I mean, because that's what I gotta explain. People are like, I want them to look more just like John Lennon. Well, you can find a John Lennon impersonator in Vegas tomorrow, but can they act?
Yeah.
That's the trick. So I'd rather have a good actor that looks somewhat like him. I mean, Austin Butler looked nothing like Elvis.
No.
Even though I haven't watched that movie, so I shouldn't be talking.
But I do kind of wish, if we're going to go that route, let's like go over the top.
No.
I want it to be insane.
Like
dude. Like the Dewey Cox story, Walk Hard, where they had the Beatles in there, and it was like Justin
Jack
Long,
Black is Paul
Jack
McCartney?
Black, Paul Rudd, and then
Who was Paul Rudd again?
Paul Rudd was John Lennon.
He's John Lennon, I think.
Yeah.
And that's funny.
It's great though. I don't know. Like, let's go over the top if we're gonna go over the top.
They're trying to
Like,
go pretty. My favorite music biopic is still Walk the Line,
Yeah.
and Joaquin doesn't really look like Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like, but like once you watch that, you see like
He becomes
Joaquin
Johnny
is
Cash.
Johnny Cash
Yeah.
because he's such a great actor,
Yeah.
and like Reese Witherspoon, that's one of her great roles besides Sweet Home Alabama,
I mean, that's
which
classic.
is, I mean, classic. When her father's a Civil War reenactor too, like that and The Prince and Me, you can sit down and watch any Christmas day of just relaxing with the family. It's Julia Stiles' finest besides Say the Last Dance. Anyway.
So basically, propaganda to make us care about a horrible band.
Oh, shut your mouth. But no, they've
I love
Holy
the Beatles.
shit.
but Cyrose Ronan, one of my favorite female actors here too, like is coming as Linda McCartney.
Okay, all
Sorry,
right.
not McCartney. I'm thinking like Les Paul's all of a sudden McCartney, which is cool. And if somebody's asked, is Yoko? I'm like, Yoko cannot not be in it. Of course, they got Yoko cast as well. And so
It'd be funny if she played herself.
I mean, Yoko's
That
crazy
made
enough.
me honestly kind of happy.
That's what I mean. Like, do it over the top. Like, I don't need to see. I don't need to
Let's be
see
crazy.
Yeah,
That would be
I wanna
crazy.
That would be
insane.
great. Like sort of when Howard Stern did Private Parts and played himself like in high school as an old Howard Stern was hilarious.
Yeah.
And he's walking around like, hey, I'm Howard Stern. Like,
I mean, I do feel like that would be in the spirit of the original Beatles movies where they're just being dumb. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
okay,
exactly.
yeah,
They didn't take themselves that seriously. It's like, let her
well,
rip.
Amy Lou Wood is playing Patty Boyd as well. So there's going to be some lookers and some fun
Who's
in this
playing
thing.
Eric Clapton? That's what I want to know.
Oh, there will be a Clapton maybe for a minute. No,
awesome,
probably
dude.
not. They'll probably just have like a
Oh,
side.
they gotta have a Clapton.
No,
in
so
there.
but speaking
gotta
of
be a
It
it,
moment.
shows up in a wig.
so if you didn't know a Beatles biopic's coming out, now you do. And this is as dangerous as covering the Beatles live in your cover band. This could be a horrible disaster because the Beatles are one of those bands the whole world holds near and dear. It's kind of like this Michael Jackson biopic coming out. This could be.
That
I love.
guy, he's got the moves though. And you see,
I
it,
know.
you're like,
I love
whoa.
Michael, but this could be rough. Like, cause we love
It's
Michael
tricky,
Jackson.
man.
We
It's
love
a tricky thing.
like there's certain artists. Yeah, I mean,
Q, I'm ready.
you can do. Cute, go. I mean, when is that movie out yet? It's not out yet. is it?
No. They keep dropping little teaser trailers
Yeah,
and
it's
stuff, and I'm like, damn, this is gonna be insane.
Well,
It
he's
could
a
be the
relative of
best
Michael Jackson
or
too,
worst
the actor playing it. So I'm like, all right, cool, let's go.
I say screw the movie, just send him out on tour. Dude, let's have a tour.
thing. The whole thing.
the
You know,
whole-
that would be
the
next
whole-
level if they were like, what's his face? Timothy Chalamet had to go and be Bob Dylan. for a tour.
Imagine if in select cities,
It's like if you win American Idol.
it's just like
You're
that.
touring for the next 8 months.
It's just like
you're
it.
gonna get paid
No.
$100 a night after we take our share, so you'll owe us $250,000.
You think people would go and see that? I think like
See what?
like a Timothy Chalamet, Bruce Springsteen, Beatles.
Yes.
I think so.
1000%.
I think it'd be insane. I think it would.
Yeah, I think people would.
The market for tribute bands would become lucrative.
Why don't you just do that at the Sphere? Just have it as a residency. You know what I mean?
Just for an experiment, just see how it goes.
You put him up there and you have the movie, like scenes from the movie, so you're in it, and then he's there.
I mean, would you not go see Joaquin Phoenix play Johnny Cash on stage live
Not
at the
now,
Sphere?
but I would have been back in the old days.
I'd go
maybe.
see him now, dude.
Yeah,
He comes back as
I'll go
the-
see Johnny. I can
he-
see. I just gotta close my eyes and I see him in the heavens
As the
above.
fucking highwayman, dude. He
Yeah, I
comes
can
back.
see him.
It's like,
Who's playing Willie Nelson? That's gonna be a biopic, and I feel like the Willie Nelson tour is just like a big stone out for like like you just like it's a big bus of everyone's just high and like the whole time it's like when the
I mean, I
radio
feel like you just get his son. You just get Lucas Nelson.
totally.
oh yeah
Pigtails, the whole nine. But it's like all the way back whenever he was writing songs in the 60s and 50s and stuff, and he's just got like pigtails then.
Yeah, dude.
too. He's
Yeah.
like
1,000%.
crazy.
I mean, talking about the Beatles might be my favorite part of this whole news bit right now. This has been really
Yeah.
fun. So, hey, thanks everyone for joining us. I'm glad you joined us for the station episode, whatever it is. Sorry we had to take a couple breaks there because we were off for NAMM and the craziness of returning and getting everything back to where the shop doesn't catch on fire. But we're back. We're here. Click like, subscribe,
Hit the bell.
have fun. Say a nice thing to Sean in the comments below. Be like, man, nice blazer.
Or don't.
Or
Don't
nice
do it.
boots. If you really can't see them, they're really nice.
They are.
Listen, speak your truth.
Oh, God.
You can
Let them
bleep that
have
out.
it. Let them have it. Have some fun there. So thanks again for joining us. We'll see you guys soon. Smile, play guitar, have a great day.